From when it first got released in 2018 and slowly building up audience with YouTubers, to the peak days in December 2024, to then falling off just 6 months later, Brawl Stars has always been one of the biggest games by Supercell and maybe even in the world. But now it seems to be hitting lows, so let's take a look into the game's history and how it has evolved to be a historic game. It all starts off on June 14th, 2017, where the game had a soft launch in Canada, but ultimately on December 12th, 2018, the game had its big release. In its first few months, only the Supercell fans played the game, and it had an average monthly player count of a few million users, like 2 to 5 million. In 2019 to 2020, the game started expanding. The developers constantly put out updates that brought new players to the game, but also kept the OGs playing. At this time, famous YouTubers like Kairos, Chief Bat, and Lex started posting gameplay, guides, and showcase videos that also helped the game grow internationally. This helped the game get an average monthly player count of 10 million. By 2021 to 2023, the game had developed a stable fanbase. The game regularly had updates and balance changes, but also kept putting out new brawlers for hype and diversity. It was also at this time that YouTubers like Snakefug and Wasim started posting YouTube about Brawl Stars, which obviously helped the game keep players. But most importantly, the first Brawl Talk was released, and people loved it. This allowed the players to know everything about an update before it came out. And new brawlers, then later hypercharges, were also announced in these Brawl Talks. At this time, the game was hitting 40 to 60 million average monthly players. And it was in 2024 where it all went well for Brawl Stars. Huge collaborations like the SpongeBob update were brought in that exploded the game. But in the December of 2024, this Toy Story collab was brought in where the game was hitting never-before-seen numbers. The game had an 83 million monthly average player count, the highest ever recorded in Brawl Stars history. It was at this time that Buzz Lightyear was added as a limited-time brawler, and Shade came in, so a lot of massive things happened. But from then, it was all downhill for Brawl Stars. The player count slowly declined as the devs made some bad choices, such as removing masteries and adding records. But also some worse collabs were added. There was a sudden rise in players with the Katana Kingdom update, but after a short period of time, it declined again. Famous YouTubers and even the Tribe Gaming channel switched to Clash Royale, leaving Brawl Stars. And that is where Brawl Stars stands today. Still pretty big, but in the shadow of what it once been.